Oh, and hello! It is Thursday night. It is spilled ink time. It's time to hang out and sit around the drawing table. And actually, we have such a packed house tonight. It's gonna be
So can you
such a
hear me
good
now?
time. We have some new people, some older people. We might be having some connection issues with Carolyn. It seems like there's a delay or something with her audio, so we'll figure it
Can you
out.
hear me now?
We'll go from there and see what happens the best right now. So, of course, I'm your host, Brandon Bloxdorf, and with me is my amazing,
Okay, great. Thank,
wonderful,
thank you.
astonishing co-host, Max Flowers. Hello, Max.
Hello, what's up? Uh, just finished stitching this together for somebody. So actually, I got two of them stitched up. So yeah,
Nice.
super happy
Ooh.
with how these are turning out, and got a new project on the drawing table today.
Oh man, that's exciting. That's super exciting. We even have people in the chat already, Part-Time Comics, and Daryl's hanging out with us too as well. Hello. Thanks for joining us this evening. Let's do a little roundtable. Let's see what everyone's up to and see how. I know last week my internet wigged out hardcore. I had internet issues literally up until this afternoon when I was trying to like get that fixed, but it should be resolved, and I got a discounted upgrade, so I guess I'll take it. Um, but I'm knocking out one of my third page of inking on my This Comic Goes Fascist submission, so this should be fun. I'm drawing a bunch of glass right now. And then we'll hopefully knock out this page and just like really blast through the next one so I can wrap up this project and get back to traditional stuff because I'm kind of over digital uh work right now. It's so bad. Really can't stand it. So with us, let's say hi to Saboteur. Dude, I missed you last week. Thanks for coming back this week. So we can hang
Oh
out.
yeah, dude, no problem. I was laughing last week. That was pretty funny when you cut out.
I tried
And
like
talking.
4 times after that, man. It sucked.
I know you're like talking in the chat. That's pretty funny.
Dude, it was out until like 8:30, and I was just like, of course, now the show's back, and watched an episode of Stranger Things and went to bed.
That's cool, man. That's funny though.
And we also got Roman joining us from last week as well. Thank you for returning to hang out with us.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, it's great to be back. Yep. It's good to have you back too, Brandon. Missed you last week.
Dude, I'm so hyped. Yeah, I was watching a lot of the stream. You guys did some killer stuff last week, dude. I can't wait to see what you blasted. Anything specific today that you're doing?
I guess I'm still working on some eyes wide shut, like illustration style things to work with in a bit,
Nice.
and decided to work on Lost Boys as well.
Ooh, that's fun. That's super fun. And then we have a returning champ, Aaron Z. Lee, who's joining us because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
assuming
right.
you're on winter break of some sort.
No, we're 1 week out, but I don't know. I'm in the chat. I see people posting about drawing stuff, and I was like, man, I want to do that again. So,
We missed you. We missed you.
well, thank you so much. It's so nice to be back.
What are you working on this evening?
So this is actually a drawing from last year. I did this around Christmas last year. It's like Wesley the robot and his crush Beatrice, and she has 2 coffees and they're just running. And I was like, you know what? That fits. That fits. We'll ink that tonight.
That's fun. That's super fun. Dude, I've been doing digital stuff for like a month and a half now, and I can't wait to just jump back into my pen paper.
I've been doing tons of digital pencils. I've been reading a lot of the creepy and eerie and heavy metal stuff lately. So like, I just really want to do something really slow cooked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I'm just like really doing super tight pencils. And then I've been looking at so much 70s stuff. They do this stuff where they like trace and do weird outlines and all these fun textures and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. This might take a year, but I really want to do that. So yeah, traditional and digital is good.
Yeah, I'm trying to have like a good flow between the two of them, you know? These pages just need to get done before the end of the month. That's why I've just been doing them. But
Yeah.
it's going to be nice now that I have a bit more skill set on this. I feel way more comfortable. So it's not like so foreign every time I try to reapproach that type of aspect.
Yeah.
I also skipped over. I'm so sorry, Saboteur. What are you working on tonight?
Oh, I'm just working on this like newspaper mock-up that's going to be inside the comic book I'm making. I wanted to like create like a little world where the actual newspaper is like an actual item inside there. If you know what I'm talking about.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's super
So
cool.
something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's another reason when you go back traditional, you got me all those pencils. I can't just let them sit around, you know. Um, and then we also joining us actually somebody who's on who helps run the Zelda Awards. If you guys haven't heard about the Zelda Awards, check out our Instagram. We're one of the sponsors. We've been collaborating with them a whole lot. We're actually helping them form an anthology, and we're sponsoring some like awards with them as well. So it's a great cause. It's a great actually it's the first of its kind, which is shocking, disheartening, shocking, but amazing at the same time, because it's purely focused on women in comics. And I think that's just something that everyone, you realize it gets so overlooked. And now it's actually like a driving cause to correct that problem. And the Zelda Awards are like really just paving the way to bring attention to this. And so we're going to be doing a lot with them over the next year. We're partnering with Carla, the girl that runs most of this. And yeah, we're going to be bringing on a lot of their people from Spilled Ink, Inspired Ink. We have some interviews coming up with some of the creators. In fact, Monday we do. And so we have Carolyn hanging out with us tonight, drawing. We might have a small delay, but she's working on this amazing dragon piece. How are you, Carolyn? Thank you for joining us.
Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm drawing my dragon character from my children's comic book. It's called The Dragon in the Closet. It's been sort of long running. It's been going for 5 years now. Yeah, and I'm thrilled to represent the Zelda Awards and join up with you guys. It's great. I do mostly kids comics, so I'm just doing dragon ice skating for winter, because dragons ice skate, right? It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. No, thank you. And now that we do, okay, it is a
And I'm
a
sorry
small
about the
delay.
delay. Oh, so
No worries at all. No worries about that at all. We've operated with people with a delay. It's just part of the process, But why don't you tell us a little bit about your involvement with the Zelda Awards?
my
Hell
what?
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, your involvement with the Zelda Awards, like what you're doing with them and how you got associated with them in general.
Oh. Well, I connected with them online, and they were looking for committee members, and I definitely wanted to be part of that and help promote women in comics, because I think the first woman to ever get, for example, an Eisner Award was maybe 15 years ago.
Oh my gosh, it's
It
insane.
was really pretty recent, and it and we also have it open for anyone who is non-binary or anything like that. It's not just or it is women. I'm bad at this. Yeah. I'm on the nomination committee and on the judging committee. And if you know someone, our nominations are open right now. So if you know someone you really appreciate in comics and you want to nominate them, we're still accepting people. So please do. Please nominate people you like for the award. It's really wonderful.
I'm so excited for that. It's such a cool, it's something that's so needed in the industry, and just to really actually like bring a safer space to comics too. The webtoon space has like a really big, actually I feel like there's way more women in webtoons than in like traditional comics in general. And I feel like also because like conventions, the way they're run and things like that, it's like a weird space, and bringing this to like an openness and actually giving more opportunities is going to encourage a lot more people to actually start making comics and getting involved. Over at Apollo, like it kind of shocked me. I was filling out the nomination form and I was just like, I can't believe how many like women we have in Apollo that I got to fill that out with. You kind of look at other brands and whatnot and you're like, oh wow, yeah, this needs to be kind of more diversified in a big sense. And I think it's going to give a lot of people more opportunities in general overall.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it's I'm really excited to be part of it. And I'm thrilled that you're part of it too. It's fantastic.
Yeah, we're gonna I know the anthology is gonna be exciting. I know we'll be teaming up with you guys a lot more, probably in January and whatnot to start putting that together. And I think submissions are open until February 1st for that anthology. So we have a post on the CWS Instagram page and it'll link you to the Zelda Awards and everybody. So check out the anthology, make sure you nominate people. And it's just so exciting. I can't wait to bring more of the creators on. I think we're interviewing Sarah Cook in 2 weeks as well. Lots of cool stuff. You guys will be hearing all about the Zelda Awards here. It's going to be kind of like Zelda Award season the next probably 3 to 4 months, because I believe it all takes place in March or April, if I remember right.
That's cool. Right. I think we're looking at April right now.
Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah, that sounds a lot more correct, honestly. Cool. Dude, I'm so exciting. Let me see here. I was gonna ask Saboteur actually. Dude, you're doing a lot of that Zipatone work and you're making those videos. Like, what were some of the biggest things you learned while you worked on that?
On the Zipatones?
Yeah.
Dude, a lot. Like, at first when I was originally doing it, I was cutting every piece out and trying to do like all the individual shadows and stuff. And I realized really quick that you can't do that because like when you're pasting those Zipatones down, it'll lift over the other Zipatone and take away what you just put down. So I've been trying to stay with more of like a one color in a bigger area, and then do like a lighter color, and then block out a really big area and do like a lighter color. So I'm not really explaining it right, but I do like mainly I do the background, foreground, and then whatever's in the front, and then try to add that contrast as much as possible between the different Zipatones. That's what I learned the most, I think.
So much. It's crazy, dude. I haven't messed with that stuff traditionally yet. That's going to be I got to find a certain page so I could just mess it up. Did you practice with anything or do you just jump right into it?
I just jump into it, and then I just like as the pages progress, I started getting better and better, and then I started like realizing. I think I talked to Max about this too, but like you can like shave off the top layer on the Zipatone, and you can like erase it, stuff like that, instead of like cutting it out, individually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that before, but then last night I was doing something different, and doing like a different type of like experiment, and I was painting over the top of the Zipatone, like completely painting over it, and that didn't work at all. It like made the Zipatone lift off the page.
Oh whoa!
So then I tried to do like a fixative over the top, and that made it worse. So then I just took some Elmer's glue and then glued it on. So it's stuck to the page now.
Oh man, dude, I didn't even know you could erase that. I thought that's kind of crazy. How thick is the paper you use? I feel like it would have to be pretty thick.
Well, the Zipatone's like a plastic, so like you can like erase really well on top of it, because like it's like really thin, and then when you put it down on top of the paper, it's just really easy to take off little patches that you want. And I found that those ink style erasers work better to take off the stuff, versus like using a traditional eraser is a lot harder to do. Yeah, it's fun.
That makes sense. That's crazy.
But yeah, I've been
Oh,
buying
we got.
these 4-packs instead, and it saves you money. Like it's like $20 for 4 sheets versus buying them one by one.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I gotta check that out. I definitely gotta look into that a little bit more. Um,
That's fun.
I was messing with like I always like messing with the Batone, especially digitally, because you can really just make all the mistakes there.
Yeah.
Did it come back?
Yeah, we got you back, Carolyn. I think your picture is still gonna pop up in a moment, but we do have you back in the room. I think your camera's just dark right now. But that's it. Oh, we have in the chat. ID Walker was saying, "What's going on, guys? Brandon, I'm so sorry I didn't. I wasn't able to show up a few weeks ago for the virtual con. Dude, no worries, dude. That virtual con was so much fun. It was super interesting. I think a lot of things. We're having a meeting to see how we can organize stuff a bit more, um, and then kind of make it better for next year. So I think there'll be better opportunities the next round we do this. But it was a lot of learning lessons with this virtual con. It's the second one we've been a part of. We sponsored that one as well, so we didn't run it. I just kind of teamed up with the people and helped them organize some panels and find people to be on them and kind of like spread the word about it. But yeah, we got a good job on your new book too. Ian, I just saw that Pantheon 5 is out, so super hyped about that, man. I know we backed that on Kickstarter as well. Daryl also brought up, he's like, "What's this? Do we have new additions to the street team?" And actually, we might, or we're going to be hitting the street team a lot harder next year. Things got so crazy with the print on demand that a lot of things kind of got switched around on priority list and attention spans. But we're actually, it's super cool. We're starting a new show next week, the print shop, Tuesdays at 3 p.m. CST, 3 p.m. EST, and it's going to be me, Dan, and Chris talking about the inside stuff of CWS and everything that's going on with us. We'll be answering questions from the community that people ask, clear the air on on print on demand, anything you guys need to know. Also discover what you guys are looking for. So this first episode is just gonna be kind of introductory, and we'll talk about a few things. But also we're launching a Discord channel, and that's gonna be I'm really hyped because it's gonna have a lot. Like we're gonna have this building chat there. I'll probably still run it on Instagram because I know not everyone is on Discord, but I'm gonna try to move everyone as much as I can to Discord. But that'll help gather groups. We'll also have groups, channels where you could find other creators, you could promote your stuff, you could promote your campaigns, stuff that you would like to see from CWS, so we could get direct feedback from the community on features, papers, all that type of stuff you guys want. So all that stuff, it's going to be super interactive. I'm really excited for it. I'm learning Discord so much right now, but it's going to be a great community tool for all of us to connect.
Discord's great.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot of fun, especially when it comes to promotions and just getting your stuff out there. You could really link up with a lot of people there and just get insight. We'll also be, developing probably a beta cohort system for some stuff.
What do you mean? What are you going to develop?
So, right now we have a dashboard that's in development, but we might just start it off in beta in Discord or something like that. But there's a lot of people that want certain stocks or certain things, and for us to do cohort orders for people, and if somebody needs 5 copies of something or somebody needs 200, you start putting all that together, the price will go down, and you guys could get different things that that a lot of people have been asking for. So we're gonna try to find ways to make sure you guys are getting whatever you guys want from us for your books. Next year we'll also be launching hardcovers. We have some newspaper stuff in the works, and then even a faux newspaper, almost real. It's but it's super super close to newsprint, but it's not. So we're working on a stock like that with a bunch of people right now as well. It's kind of interesting. but just to give some options. And then as popularity grows, we could put them on POD.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
because like
exciting. You're gonna have some newsprint-esque stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah,
waiting for.
I think the cohort stuff is where we'll start with newsprint, and as we work out these stocks, but we'll have it pretty soon. I know we know everybody wants newsprint. Like it's insane. I see the appeal to it too. It's just it's so hard to like when you're talking about manufacturing and production and like expectations of people, like that's where it kind of also gets difficult. Like if you don't like how your book came out on newsprint, and then there's issues within that order and whatnot, you know what I mean? So that's the part we try to work out too. Um, Carolyn, the books you work on, what formats do you just traditionally, print in, and are they hardcover, soft cover? Like what size books do you usually try to create? Maybe that the connection might be a little weird right now, so we'll circle back for sure. I know that was, yeah, it looks like it might be frozen too at the moment. Okay, that makes sense. Aaron, what's the next thing you're gonna put out?
Me? I'm working on a sci-fi thing, where I'm trying to like rip off Adam Warren's Dirty Pair and Wally Wood, and
Ooh,
do kind of well, and that's you know they're very very good. I'm gonna try and do something that's like in that spirit, and with a dog that's my dog basically. And I'm trying to do like a heavy metal thing. Like I tabled with Eli Schwab at SPX this past year.
yeah,
We got to hang out with Anton Blake, who's also super cool.
my
And they,
boys.
and they do the Lion Cosmique thing.
Yep.
And I've been super into heavy metal and creepy and eerie in that magazine format thing. And I'm just like, it's like, man, I want to do something like that. And like they're already doing something like that. So I'm trying to make something that's really, really good to submit to that. And hopefully I'll be in there. Maybe the next one, maybe the one after that. That's and like those guys are so cool. I just want to work on something with them.
Oh yeah, dude, we were like so honored to have like right when you open that first issue, it's an Apollo ad, and that was really cool of Eli to toss us in the front. And Anton
Yeah.
formatted it, but that was super rad. We love our Cosmic Lion crew. They've helped out Apollo a lot. They've been there for me a lot. For the shows and virtual cons, that's what I've really loved. I'm always down to bring them on because they're always offering to come on. Like I'm always
Yeah.
down to bring on anyone who wants to come on the show, especially Spilled Ink. Like the more artists we get on the show, the better to me. Um, but those guys are just such great people, dude. I love Eli, great guy.
Yeah. And
Anton's amazing, dude, and Anton's just a phenomenal artist too, dude. Like,
yeah. He was the one I was like most impressed with. Maybe I met him just in passing at another thing before then, but like I got to like chat with him a little bit and like hang out with him. I'm like, man, I really like this dude. And he was like describing himself as a post-punk dad. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm a post-punk dad.
dude, yeah, Anton is just like he crashed here with us. When did he stay here? I forgot what we were doing. I think it was for IC3, like when we were heading up there. Um, Hey, it was just like my Sebastian fell in love with him, my cat, and so it's just like you
Yeah.
are a good dude. Like, and he works with Manny Gomez on a lot of stuff as well, which is
Oh
super
yeah,
cool.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man,
yeah,
Manny's
yeah.
such a cool dude. I only got to meet him like maybe at one or two IC3s. Such a good dude.
He we had a really good friend who like he had to put his dog down and whatnot.
Ugh.
And Anton, we're mutual friends and whatnot, and we were just like, I was like, dude, like, I'm gonna do something for him. And so like we rounded up all of our friends, like we all pitched in a few bucks and everything, and we sent them like some food. But Anton went and to like all these like vegan restaurants and picked up all this food for our friend and dropped it off personally. So like, I'm in Virginia and Anton and our friends in Austin. And so like we did all that, and it was just super cool that Anton was so down, like, dude, just send me the money and I'll just like get a whole bunch of cool shit for them. And I was like, yeah. Oh yeah.
No, so nice.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, my main mission lately is I applied for a job teaching at the high school. I had been at the middle school for 7 years, and there was a position that's like hybrid graphics and studio art. So I got that. So I've been busy building out new projects and figuring all that stuff out. But it's going really well.
Dude, yeah, you and Jade are like our holiday, summer break, winter break people that just like come and invade the show because you guys are off of school, and I think I love that so much.
Yeah. Oh well. Next week, my wife is getting her hair done, and there's some other stuff. So I was like, oh man, I would have done 2 in a row, but there'll be more opportunities.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, we'll probably take I was trying to look at the schedule and try to figure out stuff, and I was like, I think we might take the 25th and the 1st off.
You think?
Yeah, I figured, yeah, at least we'll take Christmas off and the 1st. That way we get like a little break, you know what I mean, as we get into the new year and we get some time off. But other than that, we'll be back on a steady schedule. I think on what, like the 6th or 7th after that point and whatnot.
I think that's totally reasonable.
Yeah, it's a grind sometimes. I guess so. Yeah, the 25th and the 1st. But then like we don't take another time off unless I'm traveling, which will probably be in February for 1 week, and that's it.
Yeah, that's a lot. I do have an old man story about going to a concert. Over the summer, there's this band out of Australia called Cut Copy that I really like, and they came and played in Buffalo like 15 years ago, and I didn't go because it was probably broke. And then I had just gone to some concerts with my wife over the summer. I'm like, man, I want to go to some more concerts. I haven't been to concerts in a long time. And they're playing in Buffalo, and I bought the tickets on the 4th of July. Totally forgot about it until the morning of the concert, and they sent an email out that's like, here's your tickets. And I was like, oh. And so I tried to wrangle some friends to go, but I couldn't get anybody. It was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go. And so I communicated with my wife and everything, and then drove out like and got there within like plenty of time. Like I got a hotel because I'm old, so like I want to take a snooze after the show. But
yeah, 100%.
But it was actually awesome because like I showed up and there were some people from Toronto outside. I'm like, is this the way we get in? Because it was Electric City. I've never been to that venue before, but it's pretty good. And they're like, I don't know. And then later I ran into them again after the opener, who was this musician, Aura the Molecule. I guess she's from Norway, but she's like super fun electronic music.
That's cool.
And I ran into the people from Toronto, and they were like, oh, we're all up front. Do you want to come up front with us? And I was like, yes, I do. Because I was in like the yes and improv comedy mode. And so I made peace with being an old man and like being at the back of the show and just enjoying it from behind the sound mixer. And I was like, this is just where I'm going to be. I have my little earplugs. I'm just going to be back here and enjoy the show. But people were like, no, come up front with us. And I'm like, yes, I will do that. So it was actually awesome because I don't know if I've ever been like front and center at a show like that before, but I was for that. And then I actually left right from work, went to the show, slept, and then drove back to work. I actually didn't even go home.
Oh, nice. So, that's an adventure. I haven't done that since my 20s.
Yeah. It was.
We always talk about music on here.
What's that?
We always end up talking about music on here.
Always, yeah. Always. It always
Well,
comes back to
exactly.
that.
It's like,
That's so funny. I never really been up. I never really go up front for shows, but this year
Yeah.
was the first year I actually like went up front during concerts for the first time, like since I was like super young, I guess. But like when I saw Anthony Green on his solo tour, I just like made friends with random people like when I was in line. And then
Yeah.
they like were up front, and I was like, I was grabbing the water and whatnot, and they're like, "Hey, dude, coming out with us?" And like I hung out like up front with them, and I was like, "Oh, cool!" And like they like even saved my spot when I got water, and when I got to meet Joff Rickley, the vocalist for Thursday, and they like saved my spot and like made sure I like was able to like make my way back to hang out with them. And I was like, "You guys are so sweet, thank you so much." And they gave me the set list at the end of the night because they handed it to
Whoa.
one of the girls. Yeah, and they were just like, "You were having a good night, you should have this too." And I was like, "What? Thank you!" Like.
That's awesome.
And then when I was right up front for the Sounds of Animals Fighting, that was like a life-changing spiritual experience.
Yeah, what gives people the right to be so nice at shows and be like, "Yeah, come up with us. Here's the thing," and you're like, "What? I don't even know you."
the Molly.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's
Real.
it's such a communal event, you know what I mean? Like we're all there for one reason, kind of.
Yeah.
It most of the time it is. Sometimes I've been to some bad shows before, for sure.
Well, yeah, of course.
You know, one of the worst crowds I've ever been in that was just like rude and aggressive. Jimmy Eat World.
Really?
Swear to God, dude. Yeah,
Dude,
there was like just nothing but like these really like it was just like jocks. You know what I mean? It was really weird.
yeah.
I was thrown
The
off.
disco
They were
biscuits
just
were pretty rough.
the what?
The disco biscuits were pretty rough.
No, yeah, yeah.
Like it was a crowd of in between shows at a festival, and there was all kinds of hippie stuff. And then the disco biscuits came on, and everybody got a little more rude compared to the hippies.
The last time I saw Blink, actually, the crowd was really bad too. Like they were I don't know, they were like way too like wasted, to be honest. Like it was really uncomfortable.
When I saw Blink, there's like the nosebleeds, right? But the nosebleeds were like a lawn because it was an outdoor amphitheater.
Yeah, that's right.
So-
I saw him in this place like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so the people up in the nosebleeds started a giant bonfire and then started pitting around that and just throwing junk into the bonfire. So that was quite an experience.
It was like its own ecosystem up there in the nosebleeds.
Yeah, man.
Dude, it's so funny when we saw him last time. It was with Javi actually. It was in Bethel, New York, and we were like, why are they playing in Bethel, New York? That's such a weird spot, and it's like this like a really nice outdoor venue and whatnot, and it was super pretty, and it was like it looked great, like it was gorgeous. And I walked in, and we were pulling up to this place, and we're like, man, there's a lot of hippie stuff around here, like a lot of trippy like hippie and tie-dye stuff. And we're all walking in. I'm like, wow, I guess this region has a lot of hippie vendors. And we're like, oh, that's a pretty sick Jimmy tribute. Like, it was a big light thing of like Christmas light looking decoration of Jimi Hendrix. And we're like, huh, how cool. And then Blink is playing, and Tom is like, and it's crazy that this is where like Woodstock was at. And we're like, oh, we're where Woodstock was at. No wonder it's like Jimmy's thing, and it's all like hippie dippy and whatnot. So yeah, I got to be in this. I saw Blink where the original Woodstock actually was, and that's just a cool thing.
It was in the neighboring county, Woodstock. Woodstock has no big venue.
Yeah, right. I thought Woodstock, New York, was like literally Woodstock, like New York.
I lived there. It's a cool town. I love it. It's like less than 4,000 people in that community. So, and it's mainly writers. Like a lot of the people there are writers. Like it's a serious writers town, I believe. And of course, you got famous people that retire and move out there, but they're not like directly in the town. They're like own their own mountain nearby.
Um, I mean, I guess it's controversial now, but like Neil Gaiman lived up there and
Yeah,
like actually
Neil
like
Gaiman
built
and
his
his wife have property up there. They have a
yeah.
bathtub outside and all the stuff mentioned. And yeah, I was
Jeez,
like, oh
dude.
no, when I heard about yeah, he's one of the big. He's part of that bookstore. They have that little bookstore up there, and he's always signing stuff at the bookstore they have in town.
It's Golden Apple or
So
something like that. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, but I think his wife got the property up there. I think I could be mistaken, but she sings for what, Dresden Dolls or something.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
I
right.
don't know.
She's got a cool voice. She does a lot of like duets and stuff for like alternative kind of, I guess gothy stuff.
That's cool. I only checked out some of her. I know she's had many bands before.
My wife was a big fan of hers for a while. I think she still really likes her, but I don't know if she's listened to her much lately.
Yeah, it was like almost 2 years ago now, right? All that stuff started coming out. It was like
That's
almost 2 years.
crazy, dude. I know.
Almost
I
2 years
was.
ago. No, yeah, I mean, it's none of our affair. It's just, stuff happens, hoopla, blah, blah. It's bad press for him. Like, yeah, no
Yeah.
bueno.
Yeah.
No bueno. But it's like, I don't like to get dirty in other people's affairs like that. So, your show's not about that. We're not about that. So it's just like, I don't know
Oh
what's
yeah.
going on with those people. But,
Yeah. It's just
yeah, I was
part of
probably
the
at the
industry
laundromat
sometimes.
with her friends,
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I always wanted to check out that area just to see them. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of cool. They're you were there with like close by and like a quiet little. I always think it's kind of cool, like writers like them and like Scott Snyder just go to these like little quiet towns and have a place in the mountains. Like that's the goals.
Yeah, I mean, you can find something almost affordable, but nothing's very affordable out there. So it's like you have to know somebody to get something affordable,
I
and you
bet.
don't want to do it through it. You want to do it through someone that owns the property already, not through some kind of deal. Like, yeah. So I ended up living in in the back of my store just to be able to afford to live out there.
Wow. Yeah, I bet. But it's even crazier now too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Let my
know. My girlfriend and I are always just like, yeah, we should find a new place, and because like there's construction across the street from our house, and it's like we're like kind of near uh, a firehouse and whatnot. So like we always hear that, and the insulation isn't the best, and so we're just like, yeah, we should move, and then we're just like, but for 1,400 a month, I think we're okay. Like we'll tough this out. We'll take the flaws.
Yeah, rent's gotten crazy everywhere for sure. I sold a house and then I moved to Woodstock, and then I'm in a similar situation now, but I have a half a house or more. It's like a duplex.
Yeah, I'm in
So it's
like a
just a
townhome, basically.
different situation, but more free time now than I had when I was in Woodstock. Even though it seemed like I had free time when I was there, but I have more free time now.
Nice.
That's what I was just talking to Jade about. Is just Jade Louder. We're just like, being able to appreciate being bored right now is like so rare. Like
oh yeah.
we have so much at our disposal, and that's what like TV and streaming services and social media is meant for you to do,
Right,
is to like
right.
never be bored. And sometimes you just really need that as a creator.
Yeah, I mean, just pick up a pen, pick up a pencil, go outside, get some sun on you, turn off all the
So you guys-
electronics for an hour or two.
Guys in New York?
I'm in
I'm in
Virginia. I was in Woodstock in 2023, I think.
I'm in upstate New York.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm in Winchester, Virginia myself, and Max is in Alaska.
Yep.
Alaska.
Yeah, that's what this drawing's about. Is Alaska in the winter, man. We
Are you
just
drawing
got,
this? I'm sorry.
like yesterday, we got 6 to 8 inches of snow, and it was freezing cold. So, yeah.
Messed up a whole section here. I blacked out the wrong spot.
It's how cold right now? Yeah, it's 22 out right now. 22 degrees.
That's awesome.
I think we have comparable temperatures. Like in the morning when I'm going to work, sometimes it's 16 lately.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, because you're essentially northeast coast.
Yeah.
And I'm like southern west coast, or well, no, that's not true. Hold on. How do I phrase this? Southern Alaska, which is like northern west coast, and we also just like live in a rainforest, so it's like slightly warmer here than in like northern Alaska. So we have roughly equivalent weather. Yeah.
Yeah, you got me by 1 degree right now. We've got 23 degrees right now.
We got 28, but it feels like 23. I hope it doesn't snow this weekend when it might snow on Sunday, and I'm like, no, not when I'm driving back. Just like
I thought there's
stop.
going to be a winter blast this week or this week sometime, right?
Yeah.
Negative
Well,
50.
Let me just get home and then you do that.
We had a 2-hour delay today because of ice.
Yeah.
Winchester had like a 2-hour delay, I think like a week or two ago, because we were supposed to get this crazy snowstorm in, and then it didn't come. It just rained. And then Thursday, actually, like my internet, like I thought the reason why it wigged out was because Friday woke up and there was snow. I was like, whoa. All right.
So, Brandon, what kind of machines are you guys running over there?
We're where at the print shop.
CW? Yeah.
We're actually we'll get to. It's gonna be a really good question to ask us on Tuesday. I'll put that actually note that. But right now we're using Indigos, HP
Yeah.
Indigos.
I know me and Max are talking about Resale Graphics at one time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually pretty familiar with like the the higher end like digital presses. There's the Indigos and the Versants, and there's all sorts of stuff. I don't know a lot of like I haven't worked with them a ton or like know a ton about their like technical capabilities, but they're pretty good little presses. I mean, they're not little, they're freaking huge, but they're pretty good presses for digital presses, and they're only getting better. But yeah, there's a certain charm and love with the smaller risograph printers and stuff that that the presses can't duplicate.
Right.
But it's just different, The risographs definitely have their downsides, and so do offset presses. And yeah, it's there's so much to the world of printers. It's crazy.
Yeah, the Indigos are a big upgrade for us. It's going to really transform the quality behind things, and everything being used on the Indigo is just awesome. Let's see. Overglitch says that's a good question to ask now. He's like, and he also said, "Massive. Where's all the peeps?" That's so dope, dude. Actually, I was saying Tuesday. We have the new show, The Print Shop, launching. With the CEO Dan Hills and Chris, and I will be hosting it. So pretty hyped. So any questions, we're gonna be opening up a Discord channel, and you guys could drop them there, and we'll be answering them live on the show. You can hear straight from the CEO on what's happening with CWS.
Make it official.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Like the what you start learning about comics and the industry and how it all works, and all the like technical jargon behind it is kind of insane, dude. It's like
Yeah.
one of the wildest parts behind
A
it.
business within a business. Yeah.
Yeah, manufacturing is just a totally different beast once you take that on.
Yeah.
That's been the biggest learning curve for me, for sure. I went from learning like musical gear to like printers and like comic book tools. You know, I use the color drop because I'm doing digital stuff right now, and I feel like I'm cheating, man. Do you know what I mean? Like it just feels
No,
it
I do the
helps,
same
you
thing
know.
all the
Like
time.
I'm in a bind. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm getting it done. You know what I mean. But I'm just like, man, I should be. On one of the pages, I literally spilled ink to my iPad wigged out, and like I tapped it and it did a color drop, and I tapped it again and it did another color drop, and I was like, what the heck? And then my iPad crashed, and then I couldn't like revert anything, so I had to
Oh,
like
dude.
negative space some stuff and figure it out. It worked out. Like I think it looks better now actually, but it was had a key moment for sure.
I see the chat. Someone's in the chat. I'm gonna say hello to Omer Glitch.
Over glitch.
Hello, Omer.
Omer, hey, do check us out on. I mean, we're watching on YouTube right now. There should be a subscribe button, but everyone's links are also in the episode description. And you can even sign up for the CWS newsletter as well. But we do this every Thursday, so please, you know. Also, I missed all this. He said, I'm looking forward to get my next HP printer. Hail to Saboteur Comics. I'm here to hype Charlie, everyone on the panel. Dude, you super lots of love from him. Who's driving my Batcave on the top left? Oh, it's
That's
Max.
me.
Dude,
Yeah.
what are you working on tonight, Max?
This is my house, man. This is the lower level of the house, and it's the question at hand is, what do you do in winter? And the real answer is stay inside. But I'm gonna have us doing all sorts of stuff in the house. I've got us sleeping. I've got us making soup, playing games, eating, sleeping more, laying on the ground, drawing, drinking coffee, fighting, drinking more coffee, freaking embracing the void, doing whatever, man.
Where's the
It's
escape
rough out here
hatches?
in the winter.
Over Glitch asks, when can I come over?
You gonna have any escape hatches or like any like emergency fun
Dude, I'm
rooms in there?
in a sub basement. It's like if I need an emergency hatch, I gotta dig through the ground to get out.
Right.
That's funny because I actually, you know what? I do have a hole in the ground in my studio. It's just
Why?
an open hole in the ground that leads to the dirt.
That's wild.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like underneath the fireplace.
No, it's just a random hole in the ground. I don't know what was there, but we got to fill it with concrete soon. We've been meaning to fill it with concrete for like 2 years and just haven't gotten around to it.
If it costs money, you always put an ad out to hide a body, and I'm sure they'd cover it. Did we lose one in the chat? Did we lose one? We're missing someone in the room.
Yeah, Carolyn's
Carolyn's-
popping in and out. Her camera and her audio have been super buggy.
Yeah, it's her connection because she'll pop in and it'll just give us a spiral for a minute.
Yeah,
We'll
try
Sucks.
we'll try and troubleshoot it and get her in another time too.
Yeah. It's,
My internet used to do the exact same thing, and I think it's an internet issue or like a lag thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
Holy
used to have
lag,
to, like pace
Batman.
out conversations with Max. I forgot we'd ask him to just like sit here for a minute. And then you'd start talking, and we'd all like just stop the conversation because sometimes they would just pop in like at a random. It was hard to keep track of how like delayed you'd be some days.
Oh yeah, it was awful. I'm so happy that it's not like that anymore. But I have a giant 50-foot long Ethernet cable threaded through the ceiling. To get
with it.
But dude, it was.
That's funny.
I mean, I am so lucky that like last night was the first time my internet's ever wigged out, especially for all the live shows we do. Like I'm so glad that you also use the same account, Max, so you could keep the show going.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I felt so bad last week. I was like, damn, I never miss out on a show like it, and I don't cancel shows ever. Like it takes a lot for me to cancel an episode or like bail out of one, So it was weird. It was weird. It kind of made me realize my own mortality. You know what I mean? Like it was brutal. Like.
Hell yeah.
We're getting real dark.
That was pretty funny.
I will say that I don't mind using like when you hold down the pencil sometimes on the iPad, because like I can't really draw like I draw better circles by hand with the pencil than with my screen.
Oh, you mean when you're trying to complete the circle on that?
Yeah, I get all squiggly.
Let's just hold it all the way down and it completes the circle.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm just saying, like, I don't feel guilty about that sometimes because of that.
Yeah.
Do I need to draw the saxophonist, or can y'all sing "Cry Little Sister"? From Lost Boy. Should I draw the saxophonist?
Saxophonist.
There's like a
Always.
saxophone solo in Lost Boys that people still talk about to this day.
It's
it
lit.
took me a
Man. What
second.
are you talking about? We love the sax solo.
It took me a second to catch on.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It's such a
not
good
Cry Little
soundtrack.
Sister,
Man. Oh, I love the Lost Boys soundtrack.
Yeah. This is straight out of Cry Little Sister from the one I'm sketching tonight. Yeah, when they play that's when she jumps on the back of the bike. And he's like, I want to be a vampire. Because those are the cool kids in town. I don't care what my little brother thinks, hanging out at the comic book store with the frog crew. Nope. I gotta be one of them vampies. I gotta eat the worms, the rice, and hang out on the beach all night and eat the people. That's where the cool kids are. I mean, that's how I saw the movie when I saw it first. I was like, seems like all the cool kids are vampires.
Honestly though. Oh yeah, Carolyn just shot me a message. She said, she's like, I've been in and out. She's like, I think I'm done. She's like, thank you for letting me on the show. So we'll get her back. I told her we'll get her back on another night. Just some connection issues. That's all. I don't know where. You grab something from downstairs real fast. I'll be right back. You guys
I see
roll
the chat getting wild in the chat. My cat's taking over. My cat's taking over the show.
Where's the cat at? Just hanging out. That's awesome.
She took my chair.
My dog's chilling just off camera too.
I'm like, that's where I was sitting. That's where I was drawing. She's like, that's where I'm sitting. Well, do you want to draw, kitty? Do you want some pins?
Dude, that's literally me with my cats all the time. I'm surprised that no one's popped up tonight.
You need to make a little show about that, Brandon.
Cats, coffee, and comics, man. That's gonna come back in the new year once I get some scheduling and building up some episodes.
Yeah.
It was a good little test I did for that, and people sent a lot of books. I was shocked.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I got like
I
18.
think that's when I
packages.
started watching you guys.
Oh, really? Great. That's insane.
Yeah, I think I found you through the Cats Comics Coffee thing.
Wow, that's why I thought you were around before that. Actually, that's crazy. That's super cool to know, though. That's info I need to hear to tell my boss.
Actually,
and I'm like, now that
I found you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, go for it.
I was gonna say I found you through the podcast because it was like comic related, so I'd work out to it in the morning.
Oh, sick. That's cool.
And then I found out there was a live show. I was like, oh, cool.
Dude, it's insane that we've been doing this live show for so long. It's like such an achievement. We're really close to 100 episodes.
Whoa.
Wow, I gotta go look at when the first episode was. Has it been? It's been like a year and a half.
Yeah, it was the first episode was in May, first weekend of May, I think.
May.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
so
live
about
show?
a year and a half.
Yeah, that's why we switched the format a little in this past May. It was like we stopped doing single guests. We started bringing on more people, and I started doing pages.
Oh. So
The
Max
prompt days were fun, but this is better, I think.
Max has been part of it the whole time too.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
because I was like, I'm not going to learn how to draw live on air without you, Max. Like, you need to.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that. Okay.
You need to please be there.
That's cool though.
And the first like 3 episodes, I think were just like me and Max too. It was like we inked a Doom Patrol piece he did. That was the first episode, and then we did like basic drawing shapes on the next episode, and then like something else. And we started doing prompts after that, and that's when we started inviting people.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you at all at any time feel very scared about anything or like just like
oh, every day,
Unwary?
every episode, dude, every episode. Like especially when we were doing the prompts, man, because I was like, I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to draw this. Like,
yeah, I can see that.
I think maybe I didn't expect it to turn into what it has. This would be my like. I'm not afraid to draw on camera.
Yeah.
But I got a lot faster at drawing. I'll tell you that. I got a lot faster at drawing.
You're very fast.
And
yeah,
drew a lot of stuff I didn't think I would draw, and I think I wasn't expecting it to go on for as long or maybe just become as big as it has.
Right. That's cool though.
I'm glad you guys do this.
I'm so glad people want to come on every week. You know what I mean? Like, it makes me so happy, dude. It's turned me into like a legit artist. It forced me to draw every week, you know, or forces me to draw every week. There's some weeks it's hard for me to get around to this, and it's hard to like just like balance some stuff. But knowing that I have Thursday to catch up, even if I just draw for like 5-10 minutes a day, sometimes it's just like this is my time to like get 2 hours of fairly focused in. You know, I'm getting better at drawing and talking, but that was a hard learning curve. It was especially like when I was learning and doing pencils. Like pencils in general, we always say it's hard, but like when I was trying to like, there's drawings I've done on this show that like I hated, like horrific. But you have to like have those bad drawings sometimes. I realized to kind of level up.
Oh yeah.
Or you see like the
All the time.
stagnantness for a couple episodes, and then all of a sudden there's like a big level up out of nowhere, and you're like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, and there's a lifetime of those.
Yeah.
And then like I look at the pages I did in May versus like the pages I'm doing now, or some of my recent drawings. I'm like, there's like advancement there. And especially from like one Inktober to the next, I've seen crazy growth in my work.
What are you actually working on now?
This one's this Comic Kills Fascist edition, and then
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do a little drawing for a friend right after this, and then I'm going back to that Wizard Spaceman comic thing I was trying to do, and Stoner Wars.
Yeah, I want to see that Stunner Wars.
Yeah, that one I'm kind of gonna probably work on like making some zines for a bit. Like
Yeah.
I need to get I need to catch up to Max. Max did his Build Inktober or his Build Ink Year 1 zine, and I never finished my half of it. And then he did his Inktober one, and I never inked half those things.
I know, and I got another one coming, man.
I know, man.
Dang.
Max and Eric Allred inspired the hell out of me because I really only started drawing because Eric Allred started drawing. And I was like, fuck you, dude. I'm going to draw then. And then he started doing comics, like pages. And I was like, you know what? That's why I started doing Stoner Wars because Eric Allred started doing OS Shorties. And I was like, all right, you're going to do that? I'm going to do this thing.
Cool.
I did out of spite. I learned how to draw out of spite. It was very, very Larry David.
We should all become
thank you.
tattoo artists. Time next week.
Dude, yeah, for reals. Omer Glitch, thank you so much, dude. Thanks for hanging and shoot me a message. We'll definitely get you on or something. Cool, dude.
Yeah, Elmer's great.
What was that?
Elmer's great.
Yeah, cool.
Back in the day, I changed my major to graphic design because I was working as a lifeguard, and one of the other people on staff was like, "Oh, I'm doing graphic design," and she showed her poster to the supervisor. I saw it, and I was like, "I can do way better than that." It's like, I'm changing my major.
Rock on.
I wonder how much
Is that
I
what
would
you-
have pursued art if I like didn't get discouraged as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, kind of hate that that happened.
I got discouraged and I still did drawings all the time. I just wasn't allowed to take art in school, but I still drew.
Why didn't they let you?
My dad was an engineer and didn't want me wasting my time doing stuff like that.
That's literally what happened to my friend Sam. He was really good at graphic design. Like he couldn't draw, but he was really good at graphic design.
Yeah.
Like he really understood those programs and won like a couple contests too. Like he was killing it. But then like his dad was like, "Oh, you can't do anything with that, so you should do engineering instead." And he was like, "I guess I'm doing that then." And then he's like, I don't use my engineering degree at all.
That sucks.
Yep.
I had a similar experience growing up with my parents being like, "What are you going to do when this art thing doesn't work out?" And I like to remind my mom about that all the time. It's like, "Oh yeah, I have a house and a family and a steady job being an art teacher." It's like, yeah, it did work out.
I was told when I was really young by my brother and I think someone else that like they got after me for tracing and I was trying to figure out shit and then I just never drew again.
I let my kids trace all the time because like you can learn from that.
So much. If I was like not an insecure 6-year-old, I probably would have pursued it more.
Yeah, as an art teacher, I did after school programs. I drew templates for my students to, use those templates, and I just wouldn't draw the outfits or the faces. I would do outlines of people in all kinds of forms for them to do characters for their own comics until they could do their own by hand,
That's a great idea. I will probably steal that because
I did 4th grade. It was mainly 4th. It was like 4th and 5th maybe for the comic book class, but I did 3rd through 9th grade for 3 years for different programs after school.
Nice. I actually just got a comics class approved for not this year, but for next year, which I'm super psyched about.
See, I wish my school had something like that. I'd be so like, I don't know. I'd be so excited to go to school.
I mean,
Yeah, different levels of kids progressed at different speeds with it. So it was after school. So I would say like 1/3 of the kids were moving really fast, but everybody else was either medium or needed to catch up. But we got to give extra projects to those kids that were doing it the fastest, you know?
Yeah. I'm hoping to do like an anthology next year with them. Maybe we'll see what skill level they have. But I would love to do a book with all their stuff together.
What age group or what grade level?
9 to 12.
9 to 12 years old or 9 to 12th grade?
Grade level, sorry. Yeah, high school.
Okay, yeah. They're ready for it all. Like, all you got to do is give enough guidance with the older they are, you know, and then the younger ones just need belief in themselves, you know, from what I found out. So as long as someone believes in them or believes that they can do it and just gives them a little, you know, nudge and know-how, they'll move along. And then the older ones, they all can do it. They just need the little a smaller push and just all the tools.
Yeah, like I have some students in studio right now, and there's like one kid who draws like these cartoons, and they're not like super technical, but they're like really funny. Like they're just like really weird faces, and I saw him drawing a few of those, and I was like, "Oh, you did these?" I was like, "Oh, these are great. These are great. Like they're so expressive." I was like, "I think you have found your artistic voice," and I think he like totally didn't expect me to react so positively to the drawings because it wasn't the assignment. But I was like, all our assignments now are this. We're doing this now. You're doing this. And maybe I can get him into a comics class because the faces are just so weird. And he started doing like caricatures of the other kids too. And I was like, well, this is great. So,
Dude, if you do that comic class and if you need help from anything or like even want to like bring them on a show and we do a special night like that, I'd be so down.
That'd be cool.
If you want to team up with CWS on anything with that, you just let me know. Even as like a print partner to like come and talk about that stuff or
oh hell yeah. Oh, I'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, whatever you need me for, I'm more than open for that.
Yeah,
That's really fun.
definitely like
Maybe if they make their own book, we give them a discount on the print run or something, you know?
yeah,
And like the school could pay for it or something, and we just work something out with you guys.
Anthology book.
Oh yeah.
That's talk to Jay Louder. He did that with one of his classes.
Yeah, he seems like such a cool dude.
Oh, he's the best. He's the best. He'd love to talk to you about that too. He taught all that. He's an educator, so he taught all of those art classes and whatnot. So he's a good resource if you ever need just some insight. I don't know. That's why you guys are teacher people.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I love about going to conventions or even just being on this show. It's like picking up like art teacher ideas. I feel like it's a subset inside of like the Comic-Con crew. It's like, oh hey, you're a teacher? Yeah, me too. It's like, what do you do? Like, how do you incorporate comics into the thing? So like, if I find that out, I always try to like make some FaceTime with the other teachers.
Yeah, Jay's a good dude to be with for sure.
Yeah, I was wandering around looking for my old templates and stuff. I know they're around with some of my comic book stuff, creation stuff.
In fact, I could even email you, Aaron. Hopefully, I remember. But I made a CWS template for mini comics. I don't know if I ever showed it to you, but Jade and I teamed up and made one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I would love that. And I've got my classes now. I have a graphics class, a foundation of media arts class, and three studio classes. So like, nobody's saying they can't do a comics unit with all those classes. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be rad. I like being at the high school.
It's exciting, dude.
Yeah, and I've got this one student. I don't have her right now, but I had her in the past, and she's like a 90s fan, like reincarnated as a high schooler now. like she loves like all these. Well, they're not really obscure, but they're obscure for like a teenager now. Like she loves Namor, the Submariner.
Oh, that's cool.
And like was copying Gambit drawings. I was like, these are awesome. And I brought in. Do you know the Jay Lee Submariner run?
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah.
With like the proportions are like out of control, and it's like super chiaroscuro, and it's just really raw.
I love that.
I was showing her those, and she's like, "Whoa, these are like the best Namor drawings I've seen." I was like, "Yeah, you got to check these out."
That's so cool. I mean, that's so exciting. I did that workshop for my library and got all these kids making the mini comics and everything, and it's crazy, like seeing someone get inspired and do something, you know, like it's really rewarding.
Yeah. And I've told a bunch of my classes about the comics class. I already have a good group of kids that's like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing that." Like, yeah, let's go.
Do y'all see what I just put on there? This is stuff from.
Oh, nice.
So it's like, yeah, this is
facial expressions.
Oh, the different eyes and stuff, different facial expressions.
Yeah, this is stuff I did for my kids, and then I just passed them out. I Xeroxed them after I did them, then passed them out, and I had different heads.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Those are great.
That's cool. Hair is something I gotta work. Heads are what I'm gonna focus on in 2026. I got hands down real quick. So like heads are my faces.
Oh, they're the best. They're my favorite thing to draw, I think.
I don't get it yet. You know what I
And there
mean?
was more, but this is what I had to dig them out. But I was like, I knew there was stuff from what I had done for my class. And it was just called comic creation or comic book creation. They just had to develop their own hero, their own villain, and then something involving the two.
That's cool.
So only some of them got a full story at the end of the kids. I would say like a third created like full stories. Most of them just did a hero and villain in one final picture because they just, not everybody was on the same speed level.
Yes.
So it's like, everybody did great, but only like a third of the kids created actually a short comic of their own, which they just drew the whole thing out,
Yeah. I'm thinking like
I was really proud of them. It was just like great to talk to their parents. They basically had a student art show for them.
Heck yeah.
And it was just fantastic. And this is big, pretty big city and stuff. So it's just like not too many of the kids, look at art that way at that year. And, it's looking at colleges even and stuff. So it was great just to see their parents' reaction to how much their kids pushed and made something really cool.
Yeah, and I think like as opposed to like just a graphics class or like just an art class, like a comics class, like they know what a comic is. So like I think there is like a drive or more of a buy-in to like want to know the different parts so that they can have the finished product.
Yeah, they just had to develop a character and then what their power was and why they wanted to help, and then a villain that was trying to stop them and what their power would be. And, then they had to basically see if their characters could meet and what the confrontation would be about. And the villain would be attempting to stop the hero from doing their good deeds. And the villain would be doing its thing. And they had a lot of fun creating villains. I would say that was their favorite day of class, or several, was creating villains.
I'm actually like I'm literally writing that panels, the comic creators guidebook. The book we kickstarted in May right now with Jay Louder, and we're on the character creation aspect of it. And it's so interesting thinking. It's kind of crazy realizing as we write some of the stuff like, oh wow, I do know more than what I realized about all this, because I could just spit this out. But it's that what the things you kind of consider with heroes and villains and that type of step by step character creation is it's a lot of fun. Um, and maybe we could even beta test some of it with your students, Aaron. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. I'd be down
Yeah,
for that.
do an online class or something.
Yeah, like
Just
a little
like a
workbook
few short
thing.
lessons or something, just to get kids going, or to inspire.
Yeah.
One of my students, we're just wrapped up an animal place thing project. Is just as kind of like an illustration thing, kind of something to be a little bit more open, a little bit more imaginative. One of my students who has already expressed interest in the comics class did blobfish surfing in Antarctica. So we'll be getting some, like, I can only imagine the comics that we're gonna get.
It's kind of funny. You get like the coolest, weirdest stuff out of people who like don't like they don't think about making comics all day. They just like are like, all right, I have to make something insane. Like, and you get like sometimes the coolest, weirdest stuff from those kids too.
Yeah, because like I can teach them about like highlights, midtones, and shadows, and form, and painting techniques, and all that stuff. But like after they're done with my class, they're gonna draw what they like to draw, and I like to try to cultivate that too, because like they're not always gonna be in my class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That like
Yeah.
a themed anthology type of thing is a really cool thing to assign them. Like
Yeah,
and see where everyone's ideas go from that.
and we have Affinity Publisher and Designer and Photo.
This
So,
is
like,
free.
yeah, because we can do all that stuff, do page layout, and
That's
they
great.
all compile it in the end. But yeah, that's like a super easier way to do like graphic design and page layout. I mean, I can give them an assignment of like an article or a gig post or something, and I will do that for my graphics classes. But like the comics, the letters page, like all these things that are just in there, I feel like that's such a more natural progression.
And teach them the business too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, you made the thing, but now you have to market the thing. So,
Even if we know that, so it's just application. It's just like I don't know. It's
Dude.
we're I don't know. It's
the
definitely
whole
art within an art.
it's the whole other half of comics creating, and it's the part that artists don't usually like put as much effort in.
Right. Because that's not their thing. They didn't think it was their thing. It's got to do it to do the money part, to be able to handle the money. You got to be able to figure that part out.
Dude, anyone taking like art or like comics or like stuff like that as like a college class, especially, I would think like crowdfunding and marketing should be required. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, by now, yeah, for sure.
like the Kickstarter model is not changing. You know what I mean? That's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Like, it's what almost everyone has to do too, to an extent, at least once or twice for a couple books. Like, it's the prime way to do it. I had a teacher tell me about
We're
it.
going to invent an
They
alternative.
never
Us guys, right here, we're going to invent some alternative to that. We're going to
you
figure
guys
it out.
there's some CWS stuff happening.
There's always CWS stuff happening.
There is. There really
That's
is.
the answer to
Yes.
everybody's like, we're gonna change the world, and you're like, there's CWS stuff happening.
Yeah.
We're gonna
It's
solve
true,
world
man.
hunger. There's CWS stuff happening.
Yes.
We
We're going to cause world hunger. I mean, damn it. Well, maybe if we trick the system, it'll all go okay.
There's this dashboard that we have in development, and I was just looking at the beta yesterday, actually, dude. It's everything you're gonna need in one place for your books. It's insane.
Yeah, I like the one print thing. Y'all were talking about the print on demand, so I'm excited about that. I want to hear more.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be huge. That's also gonna be part of the dashboard where you could just kind of do your one-offs there and your tests, and your proofs and do your reorders and see how it's
Yeah.
distributed across different platforms. And
I've been snooping
so
on your website over there, and it doesn't have I don't think the latest of what y'all were mentioning this past week about print on demand. I don't think it's in there.
no, a lot of stuff is about to launch.
Okay, good.
Well,
So I was like making sure like I didn't overlook it.
so
Good.
that's what we also brought why we wanted to create the show, the print shop, to bring a lot of clarity to stuff, because there's so many moving parts with
Yeah.
this. And we announced with Global Comics, and we announced with Comics.1, and there was some confusion when it's like we're not like we don't have an exclusive contract with any one platform. Like
I was
we
making
are.
sure I was correct in my own thought of
Yeah.
I didn't see it yet. So anytime y'all mention something new, I'm like, oh, is that actually happening right now? And I'm like, okay, they're announcing it, so they are going to have a release date of more information. Got it.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot more info to come with all of it. Which is it's just like I said, moving parts, like figuring out initial launches with these platforms, and then we're gonna have the accessibility for creators to do it once our dashboard launches. Like,
Right.
we don't want to make that capability ready until we have that dashboard ready for everybody. Because it's just more chaos. We're trying to figure out how do we start with this platform first and work out some kinks, and then kind of evolve from there and go into a bigger one. And
Yeah. Y'all want to launch it as a good thing. Yeah, success, ready to
And
go.
then, like,
RTG out the door.
we also have working through testing stuff with printers and having specific creators place orders and seeing how these partner
Right.
printers like work with us and what we have to like fix, or see if they didn't do something in our contract that they non-negotiables we
Okay.
have, or things like that. So, and it's so fast too, you know what I mean? Because this has all been this wasn't in fruition in the
Okay,
summer.
this is like testing phase until it drops.
Yeah, but we just want to prepare everyone too, and that way it doesn't come as like a complete shock. But either way, it's figuring out the best way to relay those messages. Because
Is there any
we went
service
through
that's gonna be lost?
yeah, and like CWS customers know we've been under like just all these transformations over the last couple years, and we like got out of the crazy hurdle of 2024, and then 2025 was like entering it shaky, and then we just like launched really hard with everything because of our team. So
Were you guys
been a ride.
Were you guys like a lizard company before? Gecko or something?
So we were part of Greco. Yeah,
Greco.
was like
Okay, that's what it was.
where we grew, where CWS started was from Greco, and that's why we
Okay.
have the Gecko mascot. You know what I mean? We kind of kept.
I was wondering where
him
that came
as our
from,
main
right?
dude. Yeah,
Okay.
and so we're keeping him around. Ink has kind of worked out in general. We're actually making it a huge, expansive lore with all of that too, which is really cool. But yeah, once we split from Greco, we and I was actually, that's when Inspired Ink started, was like the end of the Greco days into
Okay.
like we're associated with a company called Carta who does binding. And so we were bought from by them, and now we're becoming like our own independent company in 2026. So that's super cool too. We've kind of been able to evolve out of being owned, and that's why these capabilities are happening, and these opportunities are the transformations behind the scenes that really nobody knows about, like unless you're like on the team, really. Because it's all like just, I don't know, back and forth stuff that you guys don't care about that shit. You guys don't even bother
I
yourself
do.
with that.
I care about
Yeah,
it.
I'm interested in it. I like to do back end stuff.
As long as
I
you're
think
not
I've-
owned by Blackstone, it's fine.
Yeah.
Straight up, dude. Yeah. I mean, that's cool to know too, because that gives me stuff to like, we could talk about that in the print shop, is like the history and what's happened. And it's really insane, dude. Like, I mean, dude, I could talk about it on this show because the amount of people that watch it sometimes at this point. But when Greco sold CWS, dude, it was it was on fire. Like the company was like in the red. Like they sold a flaming company to another company, and so we took an entire year to get out of that. and that really hurt us for a while, but once we got through 2024, things started picking up. We kind of fixed our process and our systems, and then we were able to focus on things. And with that focus is we figured out how to do distribution with POD, and we know that's going to change the game for distribution for indie creators, really.
Yeah. So how long have you been with the company?
I was contract from November 2023. Well, really earlier than that, a little earlier. November's when the show started, so I probably was like...
Oh, you were on contract when you were doing the show?
Yeah. My first...
I didn't know that. Okay.
We launched in November, and then I didn't become part of the team until April 1st, 2024. Like, that's when I started my role.
Because before that, he was doing Apollo City stuff. And the Punk Anthology came out in what, 22?
No, that was 23.
23, yeah.
Yeah.
So 23 was Apollo, and then 24 you joined CWS.
Yeah. It was
as contract, and then going from there.
But I had been speaking to CWS since October of 22, and that's where I met Dan. And that's where we I was able to I was bouncing the idea of a podcast, and I was developing that in the background with him for a few months. And that's when I was like, hey dude, I'm launching this book. And that's why they sponsored our Punk Anthology. Because I was like, dude, I'm going to San Diego. If you do this, if we work something out, I'll promote CWS. And so they sponsored the book for me, and they gave me this foil cover. And,
oh really?
And then in that edition of the Punk Anthology, there's custom CWS ads of ink with a mohawk and a brick wall with tags and stuff. And that was the San Diego that I went to, and Brandon was just pumping CWS flyers out there, man.
Dude,
he had 3 huge stacks, and you would just carry them around and hand them to everybody.
That's cool.
Yeah, literally, just I would Max and I would run errands or just walk around, and I'd just be walking up to people being like, print your comics, print your comics, print your comics. Fucking. And then I was also up on the panel, so that helped.
That's cool.
But here
I have seen sorry.
No, go Charlie, speak.
I was gonna say I have seen quite a few CWS ads in some of the comic books I've been buying. I can't even tell you which ones, but there's quite a few in there. Yeah. Does it get a discount for doing that?
Yeah. If you do the custom comic option, you could get a discount in there. Yeah, there's some cool stuff. It's crazy how we've grown. It's crazy customers that left, and then came back, and then it's crazy the customers that have stayed the whole time. And then it's interesting seeing the quality of these other printers. There's another company in Arizona that does POD, and so I did a test order with them, and it was $20. Nah, different one. I don't even remember their name. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, to be honest.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I'll tell you.
What do you think about that?
If you message me, but
no, it's listening. Say it back.
But yeah, it was $20 for a single one-off, and I was just like, "What? $7 to produce, and then they do freight for $12, so it was $20."
Ouch.
Yeah, that's insane, and it's crazy seeing that, because we are gonna demolish people with our pricing soon. We already do, but even more so with that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we it's insane, dude. It's a wild ride, and it's crazy because this is the most I've ever had to adapt in an environment for a job. There's ups and downs, and there's weeks where you're just are just insane, or when you're wearing 20 hats too was wild. Now we have a marketing director, dude. Half my workload got cleared, and I was lost for a week.
They're gonna bring in the robot soon.
I mean,
Like, we named this robot Brandon. I was it's like, fuck. That'd be like my dad. That's what he did to me as a kid.
got to replace you with a robot? Is that what?
Yeah, he would like build some kind of lever because he'd always ask me to hold something while he was working on something else, and he's like, "You've been replaced," and he just had my name written on some kind of stick or lever, and he switch it on, and it would hold something while he's drilling or something. I'm like, "Oh God." I said he was an engineer. Yeah, he didn't like me doing all the art. Yeah, but he liked it near the end of life. He enjoyed it a little more, I guess.
My dad was always really cool with everything I did. I was really lucky to have a supportive
Good.
parent.
That's good.
Not all of us had.
Always encouraged the music. He was really happy with that. Loves what I'm doing with comics. And I'm like, that's cool. A lot of what I do is for my dad too. Like he's what got me into music. He's what got me into comics. So it's like he knows that too. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. That matters.
Same, even if he doesn't approve.
Yeah, that's sound.
Others especially.
I think that's what's been so fun about CWS too. Is like it's a really challenging problem-solving environment. Like I've never been put on my toes so much, or like in spots.
Okay.
So what is
Also,
your
like,
actual title?
Brand and community director.
Okay, yeah, I saw that on an Instagram post, I think.
Yeah, that's what tripped me
really
out,
cool.
getting a title like that.
Yeah.
I just know a lot of people. I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm just like good at talking to people. It's really all got me here. I'm gonna talk Dan into giving me this job. Oh, what the fuck? What is this? I just noticed a giant like smudge of something on this page.
They saw enough of Bill O'Reilly in you. They knew you could read the weather.
Dude, right? Yeah, dude.
This guy could do it.
I mean, when I came on and like CWS was like going through stuff, and I was doing like PR stuff, that was wild. Being like, "Hey guys, this is the status of what's going on." That's cool. I dig it. It's a total dream job.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, that's when it's worth it.
Yeah, because you kind of like when you think about doing comics, you're like, I want to write, I want to draw, which is something we are all literally doing right now.
Yeah.
But finding other parts of the industry to get involved with will actually get you really far as well. And that's where I was like, oh, this totally makes sense then.
You're a writer, correct? Hello?
Yeah, I was mainly a writer until I guess recent, when I started doing other skill sets. It's interesting how like hard it is for me to still like to even say I'm an artist.
When I'm working with the kids, whenever they're like, "Oh, my hand hurts from like drawing too hard," I go, "Ah, now you're a real artist."
Yeah. There's calluses. Come on, kids. Those are war calluses.
I feel like in those moments, that Jack Nicholson meme from Anger Management, where he's just smiling and nodding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's my spirit animal. In those moments.
I'm doing my Fidelio scene over here with when he takes his coat at the door when he goes to the part for the masquerade ball.
Which I've not seen Anger Management in so long.
think I saw that in theaters. Latest movie I saw in theaters, Zootopia 2.
How was that?
How was it?
It was good. It was really good. I was tearing up when the rabbit and the fox were telling their feelings to each other. I was like, emotions.
That kind of movie, huh?
Oh, wow. It is a zoo, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it was really good, I thought. I'm just excited my daughter can see movies so I can go to the movie theater again.
I used to work at the old video stores, and I had a guy that worked with me, and we'd talk about movies all day at the video store, and I'd like pick out a movie or say, "Is that any good?" And he's like, "It's a drama." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Drama for your mama." And I was like, "Oh, so it's like it's not okay." I was like, we have to watch action and whatever else. Sci-fi. I love sci-fi myself, but yeah,
Yeah, me too.
he thought I was wasting my time if I was watching drama. I'm like, oh, John Woo it is.
Did you guys see the preview today for Lobo stepping out?
No, I forgot that came out.
I like saw it like in the background, so I didn't
Yeah.
see Lobo. I realized Lobo was in it later, and I was like, "Damn, I must have like looked down when that part was happening." I'm gonna rewatch it though because I want to see Lobo. But
Yeah. That's cool.
Lobo a go-go.
I love Supergirl's look though. I love that trench coat thing. It's fucking sick.
She like
I'm
an
also a Tom
alcoholic.
King fanboy, so
So
Was
does
it-
she do the cape and the trench coat?
yeah, I think so actually. Doubled up.
Double drapes.
Yeah. All for it. That's a great book. That Supergirl book.
It was illustrated by, was it Bilquist?
Yeah, she amazing dude. She's one of my favorite artists ever.
I gotta read that. That's something that always pulls me to a DC book eventually. It's like, oh, that art is like undeniable. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, dude, I've loved her art for so long. When they brought like Sandman back, or like The Dreaming and whatnot, she was doing the art for that series. It was so good.
Oh, nice.
Fidelio.
Okay, okay.
That was a massive truck.
that is no truck.
What was that?
That's
It's
the
like a
Navy
tractor.
gun. That's it's probably Ospreys, the twin rotor, not
Oh, yeah,
helicopter,
yeah.
but the twin rotor plane thing. Ospreys, they go over my house several times a day, and then they have the Hawkeyes, AWACS things that go over.
Yeah.
I'm right on
Where
the
do you live?
like a few blocks from a beach near a Navy base.
Okay, that makes sense.
They go over pretty low all the time, like
Yeah,
like at least 3 to 6 times a day for all those kinds of planes. And yeah, then they have the big transport planes go by here.
We had lightning strike the island 2 miles from where I live, and it sounded like a bomb went off. It was crazy.
Yeah, I've lived near bases all my life. Like my dad was NASA, and then we lived near another base, but that was the spooky base. That was the one in the Colin Farrell movie, The Recruit. If you have seen or not seen Colin Farrell's Recruit film with Al Pacino.
No.
Nope.
No. Well, yeah, it's hard to describe it much because I don't want to give away too much detail without people like if they see that movie, they'll know a lot more, I guess, about what I'm talking about.
Yeah, down in Orange County, I was near a base too. It was in Oceanside, so we got a lot of helicopters and stuff flying through there. Every once in a while, you'd be driving down the highway and you'd see the like tanks and stuff doing drills. It was pretty crazy.
Here they come again. I hear them, but I don't know how close they're gonna get this time. I hear 'em slowly.
Yeah, being from El Paso, we had Fort Bliss, and there was always something going on, dude. Like,
Max, are you playing with like a Nerf gun and it says curse the heater? Oh, it's not there.
I think he walked away for a minute. Damn. I got to do some more like interior drawings and just like draw my living room and stuff like that, or go somewhere and draw what I see.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, it's tough.
Sleeping cats.
Yeah, sleeping cats and whatnot, you know what I mean?
Is anybody doing anything fun for the holidays?
Is there a holiday?
That's what I was
Well,
just
it's not the holidays yet, but you know, you got Christmas, you got Hanukkah, you got New Year's coming up.
I got my muffler got back on my car today, so I can drive.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
What happened? Did it fall off?
Yeah, I went over some speed bumps, and it eventually fell off on the way home. And I thought it was like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I haven't been able to go too many places because I'm afraid it'll fall all the way off. So I've been driving really slow or not at all. And I went to a shop today and got it attached again. I think they had to actually build a new little piece on there, so they did some
Yeah,
work.
it's welded on.
Yeah, I climbed under there myself and knew it would take at least a new brace and some muffler tape, and that would be the cheap fix. So I didn't know what they were going to do.
Yeah. The last car I had, I just soldered it off. I just said screw it and just made it a straight pipe.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, I could tell I was losing compression though. When it hit the gas hard, it didn't have as much pickup as when it had the muffler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember driving through the desert during like COVID and stuff. We were driving in an old Saturn, like just a little sedan, and that puppy was definitely held together by some aluminum foil.
Yeah,
we had to hold the ticket because it was the summer, and you know, we're driving through like California, Arizona desert. So to keep the AC running, we had to hold the wire in place with like our hands or our feet.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a Porsche that every time you 50% of the time when you flip the high beams on or off, all the lights shut off.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm going 70 in the dark out in the wilderness, and I flip them high beams on or off, and I'm like, I am going 70 in pitch black, driving my Porsche down a road I cannot see, where there is no lines, there is nothing except for ditches and trees, and I'd be lucky to know where they are. So I just tried to slow down a lot and jiggle everything and kick the fuse box until I could see it.
As I had a car like that too, like when it would rain really hard, the windshield wipers would stop and then the lights would just quit all of a sudden. So you're just floating with pure blindness, just hoping to God you don't hit anything.
It was kind of like that. If you tried to flick the back and forth from high beam to low beam light or whatever, the windshield wiper, the lights, everything would go off. But the car would still go. Like the gas, everything worked to go. But it did not. Yeah, it did not have any lights. Yeah, somehow I'm
those
alive.
days.
I am alive. I'm alive.
Oh man. Time to add this paper texture.
How many
Sorry,
digital
like,
pages? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
all three people start talking at once. That was so funny. You guys could go first. Go for it.
I was gonna ask how many digital pages you have left, Brandon.
Oh, just one more.
Almost there.
Almost there.
What are you gonna do with your newfound non-digital freedom?
I'm drawing a picture for a friend. And then it's a surprise, so I can't say on air. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Because I do watch the show sometimes. And then, man, I think it's gonna have to be either the Wizard, my Brent Hines Ace Frehley little comic, or Stoner Wars, whatever strikes me first. Honestly, I'm gonna do like a whole like week of just doing faces though. Just gonna practice doing faces for a bit.
Nice.
Sounds like fun.
It's just like something I just like gotta get down and work on. But other than that, it's kind of it for now.
And what's the next Apollo book coming out? Is it January or February?
January, Outer Space #3.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's exciting, dude. These guys are killing it.
Good deal.
We have a stacked year. We have like 6 big campaigns that we're working on promoting. Outer Space #3 in January. It's probably Nothing #1 in March. I think Fake Your Death is going to actually be in May. And then this comic Kills Fascist Dos in July. Teenage Babylon 1 in September. No, wait, Avalon 1 in September, and then Teenage Babylon in November. And like I was thinking about it, I'm gonna run it by Christian and talk to him, but we're always trying to figure out best ways to get our books out there in like a timely fashion, and I think I want to see if I could put out Teenage Babylon like 1, and then have issue 2 and 3 get drawn, and then just put out a trade.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, just to get work out there faster. You know what I mean? That's my whole. I had a friend tell me that they're working on their book and everything, and they're like, if I keep at the pace I'm going at, I'll be done when I'm 40. And I was like, that's a good point. Like, we do an issue a year, yeah, it's kind of rough.
That's some staying power.
And for reals, makes you think on life.
That's what you need, though.
Okay, cool.
Staying power. It's all about staying power.
Yeah.
I got a little time before 40.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. It was, I think, or like the thinking was like, I'm in, like, 32, 33. It's a 8-issue series in my head. You do an issue a year. You're like 40 by the time you finish that. Especially if you take a year off to like do a different project or something. Like the whole thing.
I was thinking of James O'Barr and The Crow. What did it take him 10 or 15 years to get that done?
Yeah, really.
I think so. He worked on it periodically over a pretty extended amount of time.
Oh yeah,
But-
right, because he's in the military.
Yeah, but I mean, it's rad though, right? And people still talk about it. It's still awesome. So it's okay.
Yeah, Jim Van Beaver, one of my heroes. It took him like 12 years to finish his movie.
Yeah.
I'm like really fortunate that I have like so many things in motion. I feel like that's like really fortunate too. Like I have like
That's
6
good.
books
That's actually really good.
in progress.
That's amazing. That's great.
It's freaking crazy, dude. Like I even have like other stuff that's like with like especially China, one of my artists that I collaborate with like crazy. Like we have another series we want to do together too while we're doing Fake Your Death. So it's like there's stuff that like hasn't even been started that we want to do. So I have like the next 10 years of creative projects.
Holy shit.
At least 5 minimum, you know what I mean? Like for the timing of some of the set takes,
Come on,
you know?
man. Come on, man. That is
Because like Fake Your Death is like a 3-part series, and every part takes about a year and a half to like write and draw. 2 years maybe. Yeah, year and a half, 2 years. Teenage Babylon's a 6-issue thing. We Wizard and Bong Boy right now is only like it's like a 3-issue, like 3 total issues. It's a lot of short stories and chapters. And then the broadcast dialogues is like turning into more of a novel. And then what the fuck else do I do? I guess just all the random stuff in between that pops up.
holy. That's a lot on the plate, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Well, it's good to have a plan though.
I have a general idea. I wouldn't call it a plan. I have a good general idea.
I mean, that's good too, because then like whenever you're like, okay, what's next? Oh yeah, this. Okay.
Oh yeah, I don't ever have a
Idle.
reason to be bored.
I think it's good to be idle every now and then, though. Get your mind back or whatever.
Yeah.
And even don't give it up or take it back.
Every time I'm like burnt, or every time I turn around, there's something. I'm working on like a series with my girlfriend too. I'm helping her write it. I'm not like working on. It's her story. I'm just helping her like put it together. But there's that too. I produce a lot of stuff. So that's where it kind of like throws me off. Where I see a lot of stuff that I produce come out, and then I'm waiting for my stuff to actually come out.
Is that book the one that you and Lex want to work on?
Corpse Flower, yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know if there was another one.
No, not right now. I'm gonna do a little zine for her, though. That's about it. It's fun having new like artistic projects pop up with my writing projects I've had for so long. I think art really saved me this year, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
That's
brother.
really been the best thing. To Sebastian.
Are we doing a full 2 hours, or are we cutting it at time?
Oh yeah, I forgot we started a little late. Yeah, let's do our little round table. Let's sign off. I didn't realize how late it was. Let's go with Roman. Tell us what you worked on, where to find your stuff, anything going on.
You can find me under the one and only Zelgatas, Zelgatas. I draw a lot, and I'm working right now on this thing where I'm doing a lot of sketching, and I'm probably going to string them together with animation of some goth stuff and throw them together in a cool couple music video things. It's going to take a while and a lot of work, probably like at least 40 drawings or something to even give it a go. So I'm probably only a third through of what I need to make to do it right now. So I'm doing Lost Boys and a little bit of from Eyes Wide Shut. This is Fidelio.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
again, Zelgatas. Yes, Zelgatas. I worked on tonight.
Love it. Saboteur, why don't you tell us what you worked on and what you got going on?
I am doing the newspaper that's a part of the comic book inside the comic book I'm working on, Donnie's. And you can find me at saboteurcomics.com.
Love it. Aaron, we miss you.
Oh, yeah, I was working on a bunch of stuff. This is my lead in the sci-fi story I'm working on. So just kind of a quick sketch of her. But I was working on. This is a pencil sketch I did last year of Wesley and Beatrice, the two main characters in my Wesley the Robot story. They've got coffee and they're going for a run. And I inked it once and I colored that one. And this is the more refined inks. So I did
That's sick.
2 of those. Yeah, they came out pretty good.
That's great.
And my most recent thing I had come out was Wesley the Robot Halloween special. And I combined it with my winter special. So this is like Halloween and Christmas all in one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really proud of this, how this came out. I'm starting to do this. I found a gray tone that I really liked. And I'm starting to put
Yeah. I like that, man. That's dope.
Yeah, that's good.
Thanks. And then I've got
Crazy what grades do for your stuff. That's what I was I wish I would have played with that more with this one, to be honest.
And I've got I'm at Pens and Pedals, but there's my QR code to my Etsy store, and I'm on Instagram as Pens and Pedals and all that good stuff.
You got your links in the episode as well.
Oh, thank
Love
you so much.
it, guys. And yeah, we'll get Carolyn on the show again. It was just her internet connection, so I talked to her in the chat for a minute. So good stuff. She was doing the cool stuff. She did really cool stuff. So definitely everyone check out her stuff and follow her. Max, why don't you give us your shout outs?
I did this isometric-ish one-page comic. I was doing this last week, but my inkwell got all messed up, so I need to go get a new one. And my newest thing is the Spilled Ink October 2025 zine. It's a little zine, but it's screen printed on heavyweight drawing paper. It's all folded and cut, and then it's also sew bound by me, and Milo helped with the printing of it. You can get these at murderofmagpies.org, and you can also check out some of my other comics there. Again, murderofmagpies.org for the shop, or you can go follow me on Instagram at artofmf. But yeah, that's what I did.
Love it, dude. And don't forget to check out. Well, I guess I'll tell you guys what I was doing real fast first. Let me do this real quick. So these are the pages I did. So this is my first ink page I knocked out. Super hyped about that. Really excited. That's the one where I literally spilled ink like on a bottom panel, and at the very top was all white before. And then I finished this guy last week while we were supposed to be hanging. So I was really hyped about that. Got that zip tone going because I was watching Saboteur. And then knocked this out today, which was great. Super hyped. I really like the glass that came out here. It was a lot of fun. Super cool. Do some paper texture on there too. So super fun. And now I'm going to start my last page. Hyped. So next week we'll be back with Spilled Ink. Super hyped. Monday night we have Inspired Ink. And then Tuesday we have the print shop. So we got 3 shows going on at CWS now. Super excited for all that. Cats, Comics, and Coffee will come make a comeback soon at the start of the new year. And if you're looking for print on demand, then definitely make a Comix.1 account. There's a portal so you can sign up for CWS access to get your books listed on there as well. And we're going to be flowing through with them. There's going to be announcement of Global Comics coming out soon. And don't forget to check out everything Apollo City Comics at apollocitycomics.com. We actually just put up a bunch of new books and some books for pre-order. We caught up on all of our releases. Horror Anthology has been shipped out. I'm just shipping it out to the contributors now. And Euro Trip backers, you'll be getting your stuff in the next week as well, probably after I get back from New York this weekend. So be mailing all those out, and then we'll be shipping out Living a Fantasy. And then we enter the new year with Outer Space #3 and some other cool announcements that we have going on in the background that I can't talk about yet. But yeah, always something. So stay tuned. Thanks for hanging, and all you guys, thanks for hanging out tonight. We're
Thank
gonna
you.
wrap it down.